Hey everyone, so welcome to the Pip Breakdown video number 5. And for this video, as you can probably see, I have a new trading space now. So now that I have like my own personal trading space, it's not like my old setup, which is like pretty much from my little like workspace. Now I will be able to put out a ton of video content. Like if you could just see the wall here, I have a ton of things that I'll be working on for you guys. To help deliver the best content possible. So other than that, let's just jump into this Pip breakdown video and see what the market is doing. So to start off, I've actually deleted all of the analysis, the support and resistance, things like that I had on the charts. Just for this video only so far, I will be kind of showing you, not directly, more indirectly showing you how I go about drawing my support and resistance, so you can get the idea for how I do it and things like that. So without further ado, make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, and let's jump into this video. So we're gonna start on the weekly time frame, as you guys probably know how I already do it, and then let's just go through and analyze what is recent here. So I see that we have this floor area here. I need to change these colors. Let's do a nice blue. And then I also see we have another support area, resistance area here. And also something not that relevant, but it could become relevant within this week or next week or so, is this resistance area here. And then from there, we're just going to drop down to the daily. We're going to look what it's doing. And then I see we also have a resistance area here. So seeing that this is kind of the only relevant things that we have here, I will just be mentioning what I can see here. So as long as price is below this resistance, we are looking to see price fall back. Though we do see we have the potential to make higher highs. So as we know, we need to be there for that candle by candle update to see how price is reacting to this support or resistance area. And we do have a very strong support area down here below. So either we will start forming red candles from here and then fall. Alternatively, we can get the candle close above this resistance, showing you that price wants to increase to the next resistance. And like I always say, you never know if the price is going to go straight there in one candle or if it will just be straight green candles for that matter. So somewhere along the line here, the momentum can fall and we can have a retest of the support area, the now resistance to be support. And then from there, we'll have price rise back up to the resistance to complete its formation. So I'm going to go through and I'm post this to the Telegram group. We can pretty much see from the previous analysis that we had on the Australian CAD that our take profits was hit. So, I mean, that's great. Okay, so next here we have the Euro Australian. So from the weekly time frame, looking like a mess already. We do have a resistance area. I'm just gonna mark this with a horizontal line right there. From there, we can see we do have another support area here. That's all I would really do for this pair. I do see the possibility for a support resistance area somewhere here. We're gonna call it like this. Also had that hiccup in that area as well. Right, so from here we are expecting price to fall. Now the more minor detail, we put a support area here. This one here is extremely minor. Once price breaks below this support area, then for sure, you should be looking to sell this even more. There's just more indication that price will want to fall once this is broken. So what we see happening now is this. We can always get a pullback anywhere along the line here. Ultimately, I don't want to call it too far ahead, but I would be looking for price to return to this support area down below. So seeing this, and you guys know we have the double resistance area here, one here and one here. So price is going to have an extremely hard time trying to break through not one, but both, right? So let's just send this to the Telegram and have a little look and see if anything was hit. So price actually went ahead, rejected the support like we have here, right? And then continued upward for a little higher high. Just send that in. So next we got the Euro Canadian. Now we do have a support area here. We're gonna have something else here. Right now it's not too visible on the weekly time frame. We do have this. So it's kind of looking like a mess right now. We do have some higher low structure here. So we can see price definitely coming back up to this resistance. And judging by Friday's candle, we can see some bullish pressure starting to come in. Is the Canadian looking weak? Yes, it is. This one should be rising. Canadian weak. Canadian weak. So right now the Canadian is actually seeming pretty weak. If we look at this as well. So in this case, the US is actually weaker than the Canadian. So, I mean, those are just things to take into consideration. Euro CAD. So we're going to see price return to this resistance. From there, we can get price fall back to the support area. I'm more likely to see resistance, price go here. We have these possibilities. So we can see from our last projection that we were expecting price to fall back to this area here. Now, this is not the case. Price ultimately developed to form a higher low here, and now we're starting to get some green candles. So we can just wait to see how price starts reacting. If we start getting more red candles as price comes back to this resistance, then we know our bias has the opportunity to change just by one market structure actually forms here. So let me just send this one in. Euro Swiss now. We do have a resistance area here and a resistance area here. Now the daily time frame, using a special technique I have, this price is looking to fall. So we also had this support area here. Make that a bit thicker. So judging by its current market structure, we also are going to put a support line here, showing that price is above it. I'm more likely to be neutral on this right now. I was saying that the Swiss was seeming very strong. So this is going up. This one should be going down. And then this one should be going down. So this is just showing either this pair is going to consolidate, because both the Australian is strong and the Swiss is strong. So either this pair consolidates or one will clearly be stronger than the other. So I'm more likely to be neutral on this pair. We'll see how price develops, whether it wants to break below this support area or it wants to form new highs above this resistance or something of the sort. I'm not going to say anything for this pair. I'm just neutral on this. I need more market structure to have something to actually work with. So the next being the Euro Pound. Let's just look at support area here. So we're just going to have a support area here. We have a resistance area here. And I can see we have a little resistance area here. So we go through, we have another resistance right here. And then this one's just really old. So given the market structure, we're looking for one thing in particular, the decline. We're currently having the retest, so that's as far as that really goes. Now, if price does want to break above this, we can take a short-term trade back up to this resistance. And it'll be just like that. And it'll be just like that. So let's go in here, screenshot this, send this off to my Telegram members. Euro pound. Now the euro yen, we are in a resistance area now, it looks like, just from the glance. And then we do have this major support, interacts with this. So we go on the daily now, more detail. We have this previous support, and then we can also see we have something right around here. We have something right around here as well. So our few options are a retest of this support, back up, just like this. Something along the lines of these. Shows you how price will react to these support and resistance areas, so you can capitalize on these from the lower time frames. Next one will be the Euro New Zealand. Now this pair is having a hard time at this resistance. Right, and then we also have a support area around here, another support area around here, just like this. So daily time frame, I can see we have this support area, so we got a really nice opportunity there. And then from some course information that I can't always mention, we do have a nice opportunity to sell this, a very nice opportunity to sell this a few days ago. So pretty much price being back under this resistance area, we do need a daily close to confirm that this candle will be below the resistance. But from that, we're then looking for price to fall to this support. From there, we can get more market structure. Pretty much how it goes. Let's send this over to the Telegram. And I hope me doing this in a quick manner of sorts can go to show you how simple the analysis really needs to be, how easy and effortless the analysis really needs to be. There's no real need to be struggling or making it complicated. Like I used to trade it in a complicated manner, not anymore, because I feel like, first of all, it's a waste of energy. On top of that, like, you can just be overexerting yourself and then you end up tired, and then you have no energy to trade. Not that trading takes a lot of energy, but it will take somewhat of a mental capacity. like if I'm really tired for the day, or like I was touching on this earlier with some other people, if let's say you got in a fight today or the weather's really bumming you out, if you don't feel level-headed, you may not be able to trade well. But that's besides the point. Back to these charts, we can see we have a resistance here. Judging by the market structure that we're getting, we can see price ultimately return to this resistance where it's headed now. And then from there, we're looking to see either a decline back to this support area or an increase to this next resistance and further new highs. This new resistance is right here. So something along the lines of this, but we do need price to get to this resistance where is our first target. And once we hop back in the Telegram, we'll see how we actually went about and analyzed this pair previously. So let's just go back. So yeah, we are expecting price actually hitting our take profit right now with Friday's candle. Let's jump on this pair. We have resistance here. We have resistance here. And then this is like the major floor area. Daily time frame. Daily time frame, there isn't much to offer here. Now, I do see we have this minor support because we don't really have much structure in this area. But this is a very strong support area that it's at either way, because this was since March 2019, which is with price being above this resistance area, we do have a few possibilities. Something along, so price is already above. We're either going to see price retest back to the upside or fall down to this one, back to the upside. Alternately, price has the option to fall straight down. Though I would like to mention that because the pound is seeming very strong right now, if we just look at the other pairs, we can see that the pound has a strong likelihood to just keep on going straight up. Now the pound New Zealand is showing like it can start getting weak. So we're just gonna hop straight onto the New Zealand pairs and see its strength, right? Evident enough. The New Zealand is getting strong right now, potentially a lot stronger than the pound. So this pair does, if the pound keeps its strength and continues rising up, along with the New Zealand increasing in strength right now, this pound pair will just consolidate, because that's how two evenly matched currencies represent themselves. So let's just go to, we have this here. Yeah, so these are its possibilities. I'm just gonna go ahead and send this one off to the Telegram. Don't really want to be taking all your time. Don't really want to be taking all your time. I know you guys have better stuff to do. So let's just hop onto the weekly really quickly. We do have resistance here, resistance here. We do have resistance here. Daily time frame, have a few possibilities. No more support and resistance really around. We have this, and there's only 5 days of trading, so I imagine price would stay within this, between this support and this resistance for the rest of the week at least, till we get some more market structure to work with that type of thing. So let's just grab this. Send this off. Next pair we have here, resistance here. So yeah, the pound definitely does have a good chance of becoming weak. Just seeing that a lot of these pairs are in its resistance, are in a very influential and touchy area right now. Daily time frame now, we got a few things. So price fall down here, increase back up, or we do have the possibility to do this. And like I'm saying this again, from these trade ideas, you can capitalize on these by going over to the lower time frames and applying your trading plan, applying correlation. What else? Other things. You know, there are just many styles of trading that you can apply to this. Support and resistance, like I prefer to stay with a lot of basics. So if you want to go to your 1 hour trade, your 1 hour time frame, and just trade support and resistance with these, that's just how that goes. Now we have the pound. Let's just go through. Now that I think about it, I don't think any of these charts, the chart postings, are posting. I don't think any of them are showing to be going in Telegram. Anyways, so this next pair, the pound JPY, we are currently at a resistance here. Do have this, do have this. These are the only things that are really relevant right now. So like the other pairs, these are a few possibilities. You know, we can also come back here for a retest. Something of the sorts just like this. I'm going to send this one off. This pair is looking like it's doing the same exact thing. Resistance here, support here. That is all I will really draw for this area here. And we are already on our way. I'd like to see whether I called this or not. Don't exactly remember. But we can see by the way price is rejecting the resistance, we should already be in a trade to see this price fall back to the support. Now let me just go over here, screenshot. Yeah, so target hit. Let's not sleep on me. Let's not sleep on me. So I believe these Telegram charts are not showing on the screen right now. If you do want to see what I've been posting in the Telegram group, check the description below. It's t.me/TPA charts. Yeah. So make sure you just get in there. It is a free Telegram group. Why not? And I am posting about 3 times a week in there. So we do have this market structure. So let's just look at this market structure. We have this support area. This up here seems like a mess. I would just leave that like that, and then to find a floor area, go like this. So we have a few things. Price go like this. It seems like we're already in the middle of a retest, but there is no limit to how many retests can actually happen. These are the few possibilities. post this one over into the Telegram as well. Just a few more pairs here. We have this pair, which on the weekly time frame, there is not much structure besides this very strong support back from August 2015, so about 4 years now. Then we go into the daily time frame, looking to see what's happening. We have resistance right here. And so from that, I do see another resistance right in this area. We have this possibilities, right? Simple enough. Very, very simple enough. And so from our previous posting, we can see that price did fall right back into our target area. And then from there, we rejected it back to the upside, back to the support, back to the resistance that price is currently at now. So let's just send that in. Next pair, analyze from the weekly. Looks like we have a zone here, followed by nice daily support here. So given the market structure, we are on our way to this resistance, and then we have possibilities. Send this to the Telegram. And from our last posting on the Telegram about this, price, our last posting was right here. So price did as we expected, fell right back to this support area, and then is now on its way back up. So great. Great to see things work out. I mean, just wonderful feeling. So we have resistance here. We have, I'll make this resistance a bit sharper by adding it like this. So price is on its way to this resistance before our next move for opportunities. And then we also have this zone here. And I don't really like this space in between this zone. So, I mean, there's a strong likelihood that price might decline from these, right? We would need an extreme amount of bullish market structure to actually send price above both of them. So we're going to keep that in mind. And nice, this analysis is playing out just as planned as well. Now NZD USD weekly time frame. What do we got going on? We got a resistance here. Daily time frame. We do have this support. So price is currently on its way back to the resistance, right? And from there, we have opportunities. Just about just like this. So let's screenshot over to the Telegram and let's see what the Telegram posting had said. And price is on its way to the resistance. Next pair, just a few more here. I can't believe I've been calling this pair short for so long now, and it seems like we are finally getting on our way. Starting on the weekly time frame, we are going to see the market structure like resistance here. Too early to give it a definite floor. So from here we can see we had this break a structure so far, and then this is now the new previous swing low. So we have the possibility, keep falling, retest, keep falling. Ultimately, I want to be seeing this pair fall because the major trend is still down, and like I always go and talk about this. If you do want to see, I always do go and talk about this. Like when I do touch on the analysis from the weekly time frame, just have a look, see what market structure is being formed, is new highs being formed, or is new lows being formed, and that's your major trend. Essentially, there's more or less some little other details, which I can really only touch on if you are in the main course. Just DM me, send me a message on Telegram, and I'm more than happy to touch on those things. But this is what the US CAD is currently looking at, the US being weak and the Canadian being stronger than the US CAD right now. Let's go into Telegram. This pair was calling short. Last week, I believe I said I wasn't going to be getting involved, at least with the current market structure for the video that I had recorded then. So we see resistance, and then we have a support here. Minor resistance, and then we are here right now. So this candle here actually did break below. So, that's more indication that price does want to continue falling. I'll block out that message. And then we have this. Right, so the main trend is still down. We're looking for this price to still fall to our major target or support area down below. Let's screenshot and send this over to Telegram. So we can see exactly how it's actually playing out. Amazing. And last but not least, the US Japanese yen. It is looking pretty nice and pretty clear here. We are at a resistance. So this resistance spans back from June 2019. Wow, that's not as long as I thought it was. But it's a few months old now. So price is going to have a hard time here. It's weekly resistance. Price will most definitely have a hard time in the weekly resistance. The 1 minute support and resistance, price will break through those multiple times, give those fake outs, and have those scalpers wanting their money back. So we also have another zone here. Our opportunities for this is fall down here, increase just like this. Right? Beautiful. So I'm just going to go through and post this one into the Telegram last but not least. And from this, our analysis has not changed much. The only difference was I did have my chart just like this, and just to fine tune this resistance up here. Now, price did hit its target, which is awesome. All right, guys. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the Pip Breakdown number 5. I was not planning for these videos to be so long, but mind you that when I originally started these videos, I was going to touch on the major currency pairs only, but things have changed here and there where I've decided to just touch on all of the currency pairs while I'm actually updating the Telegram chat. And so I'll be doing that about 2 or 3 times a week. And so you guys get to see where my mind's at, where the chart's at, and how we make some money. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope to see you in the next video. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one.